Here we have a new 2023 Chevrolet Bolt EV. This one comes in the 2LT trim level in the beautiful silver flare metallic, and then the interior consists of jet black leather. We get 200 horsepower and 266 pound-feet of torque coming from that front-mounted electric motor, and then we have a 65 kilowatt-hour battery. There's a front end there, LED daytime running lights on with LED headlamps, and the daytime running lights don't flash like that. That's just how my camera's picking it up. But overall, decent design up front. Really nice. We only have black plastic here and here. And ever since they did that refresh for the Bolt, it's looked so much better. And down here we have 17-inch wheels. Charge port. So we can do 110 or 240 there, or 120 or 240 here. And then DC fast charging, you add that up. We get passive keyless entry on the front two doors. Here are the controls for power door locks, power windows. We get one touch automatic up and down for the driver's side, rear window lock, and then power mirror controls are here. Decent sized pocket space, good sized bottle holder. We get a Bose Sound System, headlamp controls. And here's our power driver's seat with power lumbar support. But I have that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size being 6'3" with longer legs. But before we take a look at the rear leg room, here's a quick look at the window sticker. So what I'm pretty impressed by is the price of this, $31,685 to get 259 miles of range. Pretty awesome. Well, let's check out this rear leg room. So not bad back here. But just my knees in the back of the seat a little bit. Can't really feel it from up front, but I can sit like that, no problem. And I still have an inch or so of headroom. And then a USB-C, USB-A charge port down there. And then rear pocket behind the front passenger seat. Holding this seat down, cup holders are here. And then I love the hanger hooks. We can hang probably 3, 4, maybe even 5 hangers on this. Well, let's make our way to the trunk. Then coming around to the back here, our tail lights are going to be LED for the stop, and then the signature lights there. I think that bottom reverse light is just going to be an incandescent. But okay storage behind the rear seat. We do have additional storage right here. You can put your charger there. And then if you want to add a few more tools or whatnot, you have that option as well. But the overall design, as I'm taking a longer look at it, for $32,000, you can't beat it. Now for additional storage, you can fold the back seat down flat and run longer objects through if you need to. And then just pull it back up, and again, just pull that there, and that's how you get it unlocked. And here we have our 6-way manual front passenger seat. Glove compartment here. And then I love having the storage underneath the shifter and all of that here. Now we'll take a quick look, at the front motor. It's one of the perks of having a front-mounted electric motor, as you can see down in there. Don't know if that makes them easier to work on or not, but there's all of that. And I have no idea what's going on here. Now let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So we do get a nice leather wrap steering wheel here. And it is also heated, which is fantastic. Like I said, for a budget vehicle. Now, for audio, we get AM, FM, XM along with Bluetooth, and then we get wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, which is huge because you can barely find that in any new vehicle these days, let alone a budget EV that's eligible for a tax credit. All of our settings here. Backup camera there. Guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. And then a big plus is getting a front-facing camera as well. And there are your curbside views. And then we can track our energy usage here, battery power. I like all of this. It's really easy to pull up on the screen, and it's very detailed. And then we do get single zone automatic climate controls. And then you can toggle your heat, fan direction, all that, and control fan speed here, as well as that auto mode and auto direction. Or you can use the buttons down below here for a little bit of that, fan speed, and then temperature. And then you can actually just hit the climate button to pull that up on the fly there. Also get 3-stage heated seats for the front. Defrosters here. And then we do get a nice wireless charging pad in the back there, and then a USB-C, USB-A input, and an SD card reader. And I believe you can add navigation to this. There's a 12-volt. Now here, sport mode, traction control, lane keep assist with lane departure, lane keep assist, excuse me. And then for the shifter, press P for park, pull up here for reverse, press N for neutral, pull up here for drive, and then hit this and you have one pedal driving. And then a little storage here, electronic parking brake, pull up to engage, hit the brake, press down to disengage. Cup holders, center console cubby space. And there's a view of the back from up here. And then back to the steering wheel, cruise control toggle here, forward collision alert, gap adjust there. And then over here we have voice recognition, Bluetooth controls, and then we can use all of these here to go through the gauge cluster in the middle. And then blinkers over here, automatic high beam toggle right there. And then over here, windshield wiper controls, so one time, intermittent, low, high, and then pull up here for front wiper fluid, push back for rear wiper fluid, and you can adjust your intermittent here and adjust your rear wiper here. I do like that we get the all digital gauge cluster, nice to have that. And then this you can use for your regen, you can toggle that. And then push button start. And finally, here's our key fob, and we do get remote start. But next it's time to go ahead and take this Bolt EV out on the road for a quick test drive. So what's interesting about the Bolt is having a front-mounted motor means you get a lot of pull coming from up there. But you still get 266 pound-feet of torque, so that certainly comes in handy when it comes to acceleration. And it looks like all of the electricity has gone out around here. All the lights are out and everything. This is dangerous. But luckily this battery is fully charged. But in sport mode, this thing really does pull. I mean, it pulls in normal mode as well. But coming from a Mach-E owner, I do like how cheap this is. This is one of the big reasons a lot of people are buying these up now, is because General Motors dropped the price almost $6,000. And it's really made this vehicle a lot more competitive. And we're kind of in a price war now when it comes to EVs after charging 10 or 15 grand over sticker for them. I have the lane keep assist on now. No adaptive cruise on this one, but it is an option. And I think Super Cruise is also an option as well, which I highly recommend. Again, GM late to the party per usual. After the Mach-E had Blue Cruise, Tesla had autopilot. And GM's been sitting on the technology so long, it's about time they came out with it on the Bolt. But good ride, very solid ride for an EV. Now the Bolt really does hold a similar place in my heart to the Leaf. And I say that because it's a front-wheel drive EV. It still gets pretty impressive range, the newer ones compared to this. And it's not supposed to be as fun to drive. Now, I will say the Bolt to me feels much more powerful, much more fun. But this is really meant to be an economical vehicle. Unlike the Mustang Mach-E or the Tesla Model Ys, those are really, they got their claim to fame from being technologically advanced, having all these cool safety features, and having crazy 0 to 60 times. Whereas the Bolt, it's still quick, as you can see, but that's not really what buyers are looking for when they're looking at a vehicle like a Bolt, like a Nissan Leaf. But coming from a Mach-E owner, again, you can't beat the price here. I paid $52,000, I think was the sticker price for my Mustang Mach-E, and that was a California Route 1. Doesn't have heated seats, doesn't have a heated steering wheel. This one is 20 grand less, and although the battery is a little smaller, was a lot smaller, this one gets less range. Still, if you don't care about the looks, the Mustang Mach-E definitely looks, it's one of the best looking EVs on the market right now, so not really a fair comparison with this Bolt. But in terms of technology, these are similar, other than the Mustang Mach-E that I have came with the, whatever they call that, the active assist or co-pilot assist, excuse me. So I have the adaptive cruise control, the lane centering, so I can let the vehicle drive and then just touch the steering wheel every so often. But other than that, there's really not a lot of difference that would matter to an EV buyer. So the ride is just as, it's probably more comfortable in the Bolt than the Mach-E. And if you're looking at a Model 3 or Model Y, again, you're looking at a 20 grand price difference at least. So for this, especially how this one is equipped, getting the wireless charging pad and all of that, and having access to that EV tax credit, this is really the steal of the EV market right now. But this will bring me to the end of my review of the new 2023 Chevrolet Bolt EV 2LT.